Hello friends and enemies, welcome back to Happy For Now. It's me, Isabel. I have a special guest today. Angus is here upstairs actually with me where I film. He normally doesn't really bother me when I'm filming, but today apparently he wanted to come hang out. And Peas is also up here, so if my tripod suddenly goes falling mid-video and there's a clip of that, that's what happens. Such is life with a cat and a dog. Sometimes they just play really vigorously and it's a disaster. Anyways, totally off topic. So a few weeks ago I did the Ice Planet Barbarian Superlatives. I decided to come back with another series that I finished this year called Immortals After Dark. I think I've been reading them since last December. I actually kind of want to reread them already. It's a problem, a good one, let's say. But, you know, I was like, oh, I kind of want to go back to those. So I thought I would do the Immortal After Dark Superlatives. Same concept. I'm going to give awards to my favorite couples, the most banana pants moment, the, like, least favorites, the least everything, all of it. So I have read all of the books besides one, which is Shadow's Seduction, in this series, which is like 18 books. I think it's like 18 books. It's a lot, and I've listened to all the Fated Mates episodes about these books. I am not as scholarly as Jen and Sarah on that podcast are, but I'm here to just kind of have a little fun with it and talk about who I really liked in these books and maybe, you know, some of why, and let me know obviously down below in the comments your answers to any of these questions and if you've read the series or not. But let's get to it. I think we should lead off with my least favorite heroes slash book slash the one I didn't read, Shadow's Seduction. So I don't read a lot of male romance books. Not because I don't like them, because I really like Cat Sebastian, but I have a lot of interesting feelings about who writes male books and their audience. I lean more heavily towards female romances personally. Like, I really love a good lesbian romance, or like a sapphic romance. That is my jam. I would probably cry if Cressley wrote one. Like, I would be so ecstatic. But yeah, just not my thing. I skipped the book. It had some of the tropes that I really don't like to find in my male romances. Yeah, just not for me. So that's my least favorite. Shocker of the century. And then let's bring it back to something a little more positive. My least favorite heroine is no one. I love all of them in this series for different reasons. I love the strength and variety of women that Cressley Cole writes in this series. It is astounding. They're all strong women and they're all strong for different reasons, and I love it so much. I think that's why I like this series so much is for me, I'm really like connected with all these women for different reasons, and I see aspects of myself in all of them, and I just think they're all kick-ass. They're all kick-ass at the end of the day. So I have none that I dislike, and I just think that's a total win. I usually find somebody I don't like in a series, but this series does not have that. Then I think one of the classic questions that you have to ask everyone who reads this series: Lycae, vampire, or demons? I'm team demon, but I also just like them all. But I don't know what it was about Rydstrom and Cade that made me team in the bar with like all the demons. I was just like, yeah, immediately team demon. Is it like, you know, I have a thing for like big lumberjacky type dudes. Like, I'm married to one. It's just a thing in my life. I am generally not attracted to like tall skinny guys or anything like that. I always like bulky dudes. So I think that's part of it too. Like, the demons are kind of bulky and like they're like gruff. I don't know. I'm team horns 100% though. Let's see. Then let's talk about my let's talk about who when I read this series, I was thinking like, there is no way we can redeem this character. So there's a whole section of these books called Torture Island. Basically, they're on this island. It's awful. It's like a facility. They're testing on them, like demons, like witches, you name it. All this crap is happening. It is awful. Like, those books are so hard to read. They're still good. I still enjoyed them, but they are difficult. Those books have a lot of this character, Declan Chase. And he, of course he gets his own romance book. This is a romance series, guys. We know this is coming. Well, because of that, I kept being like, I know his book's coming. And like, as I was coming up on Dreams of a Dark Warrior, I kept being like, no, there's no way he can be redeemed. Like, there's just no way. He like takes part in vivisections, which, don't Google it. Just don't Google it. It's awful, is what I'm gonna tell you. If you don't know what it is, don't Google it. Yeah, it's awful. And I'm like, how can this guy be redeemed? Like, and I'm here, like, I love a good like villain who's only good for her. Like, he's become slightly better because he loves her. Like, I love those stories, but no, there's no way in today's climate. No, absolutely not. But somehow I left Declan Chase's story going, okay, I can deal. What the like, what? How? Yeah, he, honestly, I still continue to be baffled by Declan Chase. But I also still have not forgiven St. Vincent from Lisa Kleypas's Wallflower series. So, like, I say this, but I also, like, hate St. Vincent because he's a rapist. You know, just saying how it is. I mean, yeah. I don't know. It's weird. Let's see. Let's do the most banana pants moment. Okay, there's two of these for me. The entire Torture Island thing is just wild. The other one is the moment when Thronos and Ianthe do it and they use a sheet. What? This like purity. I was just like, this is weird. I've never heard of this in my life. This is so weird. And I was just so thrown by it. I was like, this is wild. Pure banana pants. I mean, this whole story is banana pants, but like those two moments for me stick out a lot. Is like, what is going on? And then it all is fine because it's Cressley Cole. And not that she can do no wrong. She's just really good at navigating this wild story. I would love to see her like charted out storyline. And then last but not least, well no, we got two more. Favorite character is Nyx. Who doesn't love Nyx? So when I was listening to Fated Mates, they talk about how Nyx is basically Cressley probably in the books, right? She's the writer. She knows where it's going, but everyone else doesn't know. And I just love that about Nyx. Like, and then she cracks me up. She just like rolls up all the time in every book. Like, hey, what's up? Da, 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 and then pieces out. Never there when they need her help. She just like rolls up, and I live for those kind of characters. I love them so much. They're just goofy to me. But Nyx is just like her incredible ability and her like trying to become this goddess is amazing. I love it. It's like amazing, and I know it like ticks all the gods off in the world. Like, who do you think you are? And she's like, I'm so close, I'm gonna become a goddess. And you just know they're all steaming about it, and I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I mean, she has to be the last book in the series. There's just no way, and I cannot wait for that to happen. Okay, now last but not least, of course, is who is my favorite couple. So I had to pick two. This was really hard. I picked two because there's 18 books, so I felt like there's an early half couple and a later half couple. My early half favorite couple happens to be Conrad and Noemi because I loved Noemi's story. She was a ballerina that got like murdered in her house, and she's trapped as a ghost, and they get her to become corporeal again. It's really cool. I thought it was really interesting. It was really different from everything else in the book. Sabine and Rydstrom are a close second, and same for Cade and Holly. Like, they're like tied for second. But for some reason, the entire element of like Conrad and Holly, and Conrad like having to come out of this like fugue state of just, is that the right word? I don't know, whatever. He's like so over the edge and his brothers are trying to bring him back, and it's just beautiful. I loved that story. I love a good ghost. This was a good ghost. Yeah, so those were my favorites for the early half. And then for the later half of the books, I loved Rune and Joe. I mean, Joe is just fiercely independent and take no shit, and Rune's just like, I don't even know how to deal with you. And he's poison to everyone but her, and it's just beautiful. And I mean, I just loved them so much. So those are my IAD superlatives. Hopefully this was coherent. I feel like I was talking very fast. I hope you enjoyed this, and be sure to subscribe if you did, and let me know down below if you've read the series or not and who your favorites are, etc. Please, please, please do. I love this series so much, and I'm probably gonna have to reread it in the new year because why not? But yeah, that's it for today. I will see you again tomorrow with another video, and yeah, okay, bye. How do I end things?